Okay, let's unpack this. What name transcends sports, echoing from, bustling cities to remote villages, signifying just unparalleled achievement? Today, we're diving deep into Pele, but what makes his story so much more than just football stats?
Yeah, you've hit on it exactly. His recognition, it really goes beyond the numbers on a page. It's more about a kind of universal aspiration and his huge influence on making soccer popular, truly popular everywhere. So our mission in this deep dive really is to trace that incredible journey, from pretty extreme poverty on the streets of Brazil
Okay.
all the way to being the only player ever to win 3 FIFA World Cups. And we want to pull out some maybe surprising insights his life holds for you.
That's a great mission. So let's start right in the beginning then. Pelé, born Edson Arantes do Nascimento, a modest town, Três Corações, Brazil. Family moves later to Bauru, facing, well, real poverty.
And what's really insightful, I think, is how that early hardship wasn't just, something to overcome. It was a crucible. He was playing constantly, relentlessly out in the streets, often improvising, right, like with makeshift balls,
Yeah.
rags stuffed with a newspaper,
Yeah, I read that.
or even, get this, a grapefruit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they just couldn't afford a proper football.
A grapefruit.
Wow. And this wasn't just making do. It was the origin point for this incredible ingenuity, this unique ball control you just couldn't learn formally. That adaptation, born from having nothing, is kind of a surprising key to his genius later on. And his schooling was short, just fourth grade. He was working 2 shining shoes, helping the family out.
A grapefruit. It really paints a picture, doesn't it? That raw talent just bubbling up from pure passion. So from those tough beginnings, it's kind of amazing how fast his talent then just, boom, exploded onto the professional scene. How did that start?
Well, his talent was just impossible to miss. Valdemar de Brito, he was a former national team player himself. He spotted Pele. And crucially, he guided him. Took him from that sort of unstructured street play right into the professional setup.
Huge step.
Massive. He joined Santos FC at just 15. 15. And scored a hat-trick in his very first club game.
No way. First game.
First game. And then barely 10 months later, he gets the call-up for Brazil, the national team. Scores his first goal for them, aged 16 years and 8 months. That record. It still stands today. Unbelievable.
It's just staggering, isn't it? That age, that impact. But okay, the World Cups. That's where he really became Ray the king forever. What happened there?
Right. He is absolutely unique. The only player ever with 3 World Cup winners' medals, 1958, 1962, and 1970. And that 58 World Cup in Sweden, that was his big global debut. He was the youngest player there, youngest scorer, and scored these 2 just unforgettable goals in the final, including that famous flick over the defender's head.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Pure genius.
Exactly. And beyond the World Cups, something profound from his sources is his loyalty to Santos. Think about it. Players moved around then too, but he stayed nearly 2 decades. Built a dynasty. Led them to, 6 league titles? 2 Copa Libertadores?
Yeah.
Insane dominance. Scored 643 goals just for Santos.
Wow.
And then even later, age 35, going to the New York Cosmos. That move basically kickstarted soccer's popularity in the U.S., shows his lasting pull. He's still Brazil's all-time top scorer internationally, 77 goals. In the career total, something like 12,281 goals. Just mind-bending numbers.
But beyond the pitch, beyond the goals, he became more, a global icon, a brand. Our sources also mention complexities, personal life stuff, intense public scrutiny. What does that side tell us about the person behind the legend?
It shows a man who, faced enormous pressure, personal struggles too, but consistently used his platform for bigger things, societal impact. He became this powerful symbol, didn't he, for overcoming hardship, especially for Black individuals in Brazil. He inspired Black youth everywhere. And what's also fascinating, looking back, is how he basically revolutionized the economics of being an athlete. He pioneered that idea, the athlete as a global brand. He was getting huge endorsements like Coca-Cola decades after he stopped playing, even at 60.
That's incredible foresight, especially for that era. So it makes you wonder, how did someone from that time build up the kind of wealth that lasted so long?
Exactly. And the sources point to this. His net worth, estimated around $100 million, which was massive for his time, was largely built after playing, through really smart post-retirement ventures. Endorsements, sure, but also a biopic, his autobiography, real estate investments. He really did write the playbook for how athletes could build an enduring brand long after they hang up their boots, or cleats in his case.
Okay, so bringing it all together, what does Pélé's story mean for you listening right now? It's clearly this powerful testament, right? Talent nurtured by just relentless discipline, turning poverty into this global symbol of aspiration.
Yeah, and he said it himself. He emphasized that success is, and I'm quoting loosely here, Hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you were doing or learning to do. He was obsessed with improving, famously said, when the other players went to the beach after training, I was there kicking the ball.
That dedication.
That dedication, his life just shows, doesn't it? That with enough dedication, enough love for your craft, things that seem impossible, they could be achieved. You could leave a mark that lasts.
An indelible mark.
Yeah.
So here's a final thought for you. What talent, what passion will you cultivate with that same kind of unwavering commitment? Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.